With so many games to play and just not having enough time in the world, I end up missing some, and even some that I might be interested in if I had actually known about them. I saw floating around Twitter a while ago a new stealth action adventure game that seemed very promising. It was an ad, looked neat, but outside of that I didn't know much. So I added it to my wish list, and at least I could always find it again if needed. I saw it had a demo and put that into my Steam library, as an additional reminder to then hopefully try this out. Well, this game is going to be fully released soon, so I thought now would be the perfect time to circle back to this demo and make it a priority. And wow, I am really glad that I did, because this game is most certainly now on my radar.
What the? Don't touch. Whoa! This body. What is it? Stay back! Where am I?
I was pretty much going in blind as it pertained to the demo. I saw minimal stuff, and I saw that Steel Seed was advertised with a focus on stealth, but that was about it. If you can go in blind, that is always the best way, but with information everywhere, so many avenues to see it, it can be hard. I mean, even right now I'm making a video to try and get more attention and light on this title. The demo is about 20 minutes long, but it succeeds massively in so many ways. It pulled me in with its gameplay. What it introduced was solid, and then made me want to know how things would be added to it, along with how the journey would go about with different situations, and hopefully how the game would turn out later on. Story-wise, I was invested as well. The premise seemed intriguing, along with the visual and audio style of the presentation. It felt unique, very much like something I wanted to continue exploring. There were other gameplay elements that dipped their toe in other aspects, other than the stealth. It hooked me, completely. I was ready right there to keep going, but then the demo ended. Short and sweet, it gives us a taste, and it's something you want more of. What this feels like is like a AA team attempting, and based on what I've played so far, succeeding at delivering something along the lines of an Uncharted-like experience, or like what Naughty Dog used to make. That's not to say it plays like Uncharted, or even has that scale, but the spectacle and blending of the gameplay is something that I would see from Naughty Dog, and it's an element found here too. If the entire game is as good as the first 20 minutes, well, we might be in for something special.
Whoa!
As it pertains to the gameplay, there is a large focus on stealth. I only got to play around with the basics, and I'm assuming that things are then built on top of this as the game progresses. The stealth is a lot of line of sight type of detection. If you are running, this will draw in the enemies too. You can crouch and take cover to try and stay hidden. Other elements are pretty awesome, like parts in the stage that can make you completely invisible, along with side vents that can act as good sneaking points, along with ways to then break detection if you get caught. Takedowns can be performed on enemies, and while it doesn't seem like you can move dead bodies, you can loot them, which then causes them to disappear. Enemies can also be baited into a position, so you can take one of them out. Think something similar to the whistle in Splinter Cell. If an enemy sees you, the game goes into slow-mo for a bit, and tries tries to alert the player to take action to ensure stealth. This can cause enemies to not be in a full alert mode, but then they just want to investigate. I even found myself using this as an option to get enemies into a position to take them down too. So even with the limited options at the start, I was finding some fun variability within these stealth areas. Stealth isn't the only option either.
I need urgent repairs. Mom, I'll see you soon.
In addition to the stealth, you have more open combat, which operates like an action-adventure title. You can perform a set of combos between your light and heavy attacks, a useful dodge too. Something I liked was how when you're fighting a robot, it feels like you are hacking away on something made of strong material. They don't go down easy, and when up against a few, it can be pretty tough. But with this, you now have two viable options for dealing with your foes: more open combat or stealth, with combat being pretty tough at the start of the game. Steel Seed is very much favoring stealth, and for players to go in that direction, even just to then thin the herd a bit. But the game sort of leaves it up to you to make those choices and how you're going to tackle the situations. In that sense, if the full game has more options, then one area can be replayed in many different ways, adding to that replay value. Platforming is another component, and that feels smooth too. This area very much reminded me of Uncharted. While not in the demo, I did see a gameplay showcase video that your little robot companion Kobe can assist you in different ways. One being is that it's a key option for opening up paths, along with allowing the player to survey an area and then figure out how to then tackle it. While in the demo I played, Kobe would even attack enemies when I was in open combat. This video also shows how you can perform vertical takedown and then going back to previous levels, along with some other hiding options. It showed off some of the skills that you can use, like hacking, where you can turn an enemy into an ally. Between what I played and what I have seen, I am very, very interested in this title.
This is gigantic. There's no way this could be man-made. You do realize all this smells fishy, including you, right? Sorry, but I have so many questions.
I am not exaggerating at all when I say that I was impressed with this title, and I am very happy that it seems to be this mixture of a stealth game and an action-adventure title. The stealth right now seems like it's somewhere between a very in-depth stealth title and a modern AAA stealth. I think spending more time with this in the full game, I will be able to see all the sneaky options that the game can provide. Because I wonder, can I complete the entire game in stealth? Are there parts where open combat is required, or is everything optional? Are there any boss fights? Can you complete those in stealth? How far does the system go? I'm glad that I sat down to try this demo out, because like I said, it's definitely on my radar now, and I wanted to especially cover it here, because it seems like a game that is going to be a bit unnoticed, and could turn out to be a hidden gem of sorts, with all the bigger games being out now, or coming. I'm curious about the game's length. It appears to be something that will be about 6 to 10 hours, that's my guess, but I don't know. It does seem to have elements of replay value too. I hope it's good. I hope the quality of the full game is on par with the demo, and hopefully even surpasses it as more elements and options are then introduced and provided to the player. Who knows, maybe we can have some more stealth-focused games on the way. What are your thoughts on all of this? Does Steel Seed interest you? Have you tried the demo? Let me know all of this in the comments down below. If you're interested in supporting the channel, please check out my Patreon page. For just $1 a month, you can help to keep this channel going strong, and this allows me to be able to do more for my awesome audience. Please check out the links in the description and pinned comment for ways to support the channel. And most of all, thank you very much for watching.